Now, are you in the process of buying or selling a property? And if you are, has Brexit influenced your decision on whether to stay put or to make a move?
Yeah, today, I didn't know this, is the busiest day of the year for moving house in England. I think because it's normally on a Friday and it's the end of the summer, people moving maybe for new schools, that kind of thing, new jobs. Well, we're joined now by Mike Andrews, who's the Managing Director of Britannia Bradshaw Removals, in for a busy day, and also Robert Reed, who's an estate agent from Cheshire. Morning to both of you. Mike, should we start with you? I mean, how busy is it likely to be today for you? As busy as you'd expect normally?
Yeah, it's an incredibly busy day for us today. You can see in the background we're loading a truck to take a job out of a store that's been in here for a while. An incredibly busy summer, just as we'd expect. We're delighted.
And why is it, Robert, that today does seem to be so busy?
Yeah, well, the sales that take place earlier in the year are what happened today. So, for example, the good work of Mike and his team is really the sales that we would, estate agents across the country, would have agreed probably in May and in June. So, effectively, it's at that 3-month lag between the sale being agreed and then the move day actually happening. So my happy day back in May is probably what leads to today. So, and often around May, lots of houses are offered to the market. So, really, it's that kind of time lag, which is why we see it quite busy today.
And given everything that's going on, we just talked about that in our intro about Brexit and things. Robert, has that made any difference, do you think, to how people are thinking?
Yeah, I do think Brexit has brought an element of caution to the market. I do think that's the case. I think those people that have to move because of circumstances are continuing to move. So, for example, your job is changing, the life events, those moves are still happening. I think those people who are in a situation whereby, shall I move, shan't I move, I don't have to move, I'm a little bit cautious about my job, I'm a little bit cautious about what the world will look like post-Brexit, I think those people have not put their house onto the market. Therefore, the supply, most estate agents would say that the supply is a little bit lesser than ideally they would hope for. So I do think Brexit has had an effect. I do not think it's had a catastrophic effect. I remember the market of 2008, which was absolutely dire. It is nowhere near that, but certainly I think it has had an effect of being a little bit more cautious with coming to the market.
Mike, a cautious market, what sort of challenges does that give you in terms of running a business and planning for the next few months, whatever they bring?
Okay, so April and May for us this year was pretty awful. I don't know if that was a lag of what was going on in March or not. But since then, as Robert mentioned, the work his guys did earlier in the year, we've enjoyed an excellent July and we're enjoying an excellent August. Our pipeline of quotes going into the next couple of months is healthy. It's in line with what it was last year. So overall, pretty steady as she goes, I'd say.
Do people ever mention Brexit to you guys when they're buying houses, selling houses, moving all their stuff? Is it a factor in conversation, Robert?
They definitely mention it all the time, yeah. I mean, I'm meeting people obviously when you're sitting in their living rooms and they're making plans for the year ahead and when should we sell and what should we do and what's the market like and how's Brexit affecting this. So I would say it's absolutely a talking point, yeah, pretty much in every conversation, because of course house moving is inherently a personal thing, you know, and it's a thing people are worried about, it's important to them, and clearly the broader economic picture plays a big part in that. So I would say, yeah, it's a constant talking point, has been for quite a while now, and we'll wait and see, but might be for a bit of time to come. But yeah, I would say it's definitely part of the day-to-day conversation of the job.
Mike, I'm always curious to know when, with removals companies, what is the weirdest thing you've ever been asked to move?
I'm not sure I could answer that live on TV. But we have moved stuffed elephants, all manner of things. But yes, the weirdest is probably for later.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Mike and Robert. Really appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for that.
Yeah, put that one on the 10 o'clock news after the watershed rather than at family breakfast.
I'm intrigued to know now.
Right.